It's Cultural Tuesday today, and we have Ahmed in the studio with us today. We are exploring the Somali culture. So much to learn, so much to know. What I'm loving the questions that are coming in. It's important that we ask because mara nyingi sisi kama wa Kenya tuko na tukubali sisi wa kabila. Na pia tukubali kuwa tunaogopana, unaelewa, but it's true, and that is why we have Cultural Tuesday here, so that we can get to demystify some of these things, get to hear it from the horse's mouth, get to understand the other person's side of their point of view, because there is power in diversity, and that is the essence of this show. Your questions on social media, I'll be taking your questions shortly. Let me just take your questions now. There's Duncan Muga, who's asking, Ahmed, is it a taboo for a Somali girl not to cover her face like I normally see Somali women do? And he also asks, is it true that in Somali culture, women are only there to bear children and they do not work after they're married?
Oh, good questions. Mm-hmm. And like you said, I like your intro there. There's something called the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
We don't know each other. So therefore we fear each other. Uh-huh. About covering the face, that's a pure religious option. Mm-hmm. Someone can cover their face or they cannot. So it's not an obligation amongst a woman to cover her face. Uh-huh. And also about bearing children, that's the biggest fallacy I've ever had. Mm-hmm. Because there's very successful career women, especially in Kenya. For example, Amina Mohammed, who was the foreign minister and now education CS. Mm-hmm. She's a Somali origin.
It's true.
She has children and she also has a career.
Yes, she does.
There is a lot of number. I cannot mention it now.
The international models.
The international
Iman.
models. Yes. Iman is Somali.
Yeah.
The hijabi model is also Somali.
Yes, who featured in the Vogue.
A lady who is running for a Senate now in the Congress in the United States of America, Ilhan Omar, is a Somali.
Okay.
So it's about juggling both family and career. Although in the Somali culture, family is cherished. There is a lot of respect for people who bring up their kids in a very successful manner.
Okay.
If you go to Nairobi University, if you go to USIU, you will find a lot of Somali girls doing brilliantly in medicine, in journalism. We have Jamila Mohammed, who is now in Citizen. She's been doing her journalism career. She has kids. She's a model wife and a model mother. So it's just a myth.
Okay.
Somalis ni kuzaa tu watoto. It's wrong.
Cool. And we have
it's painful sometimes
it is.
When you get
Okay, I hear you. Let's talk about how you're supposed to act around elders. We had the Kamba culture, and our Kamba wakatuambia kuwa mtu mdogo akiwa in the presence of elders, you do not say hi to the elders. You let them wanakusalimia kwa wakwambia wacha ndio wewe unasema but you cannot be the one who initiates greetings as the younger person.
On the contrary, the Somali culture is different than that.
Okay.
We respect elders a lot. Uh-huh. A young man is supposed to actually stand up for an elder, greet them humbly and respectfully.
Okay.
And then the elder person will pat you on the shoulder to say that thank you so much.
Okay.
If you are seated and an elder person walks into a room, for example, you stand up for the elder person to sit down and you respect them. In fact, when we were young, there was a lot of funny jokes going around. For example, when we have a feast, for example, within our family, the person who goes and gets the drinks and the juices or the water, for example, is the youngest person. We used to say, wakimbia wendo mdogo hapo. And when we were growing up, we used to resist it. But now I understand it's about seniority, is about
and about respect. What about shaking hands? Who do you shake hands of? Do men and women shake hands? You meet old women there as a young male, would you shake their hands? You meet elders there, men, as a young female, would you shake their hands?
Shaking hands between a man and a woman is frowned upon unless they are married or their family. But a person who is not married to a lady should not shake hand. It's again purely based on religion, the great religion of Islam. And therefore it's not allowed for a stranger, for example, to shake the hand of a young lady. So it's not allowed. Okay,
that's do you have any taboos in the Somali culture?
Taboos, for example, if you start shouting at an elderly person, for example, that's a serious or your parent. That's a serious taboo. You cannot raise your voice on your parents, for example, or an elderly person, for that matter. And if an elderly person talks to you, even in a rude way, you cannot retort, because it's just, you just move on.
Okay.
It's about respect again and seniority, and about respecting culture.
Okay. When we come back, though, there's something that I've noticed in Somali men that I want you to clarify.
Okay.
But that is when we come back. Remember, if you have any questions, you can join the discussion. Hashtag on Twitter, Raburu and Lulu on Hot. On Facebook, Lulu Saidi. Just keep those questions coming. Let us learn something new about the Somalis.